Hey loves, it's Britt, and in this video I'm talking about Mercury opposite to Venus in Synastry. So these aspects are kind of fun because this aspect is something that can't occur natally because Venus and Mercury are never that far away, right? So this is only there's only potential to have this in Synastry. So it is a very unique aspect. It can be a little bit annoying at times, but usually it's more positive than not. This is a really energetic communication aspect. So they definitely can be really flirty with each other. That's something that often happens with Mercury opposite to Venus is there's a lot of flirting, there's a lot of pleasure in communicating. The Venus person can seem a bit more sentimental than the Mercury person, and the Mercury person can find them to be like the more feminine polarity in this relationship, which is probably more favorable if the Venus person is the woman or the one that has a more feminine energy, and that's what they want to have in the relationship, because otherwise it can seem that the woman or the feminine polarity is less emotional, and the Mercury person can sometimes hurt the Venus person's feelings because the Mercury person is responding with their intellect, with their logic, and they're really enjoying. They find the Venus person delightful and they like talking to them, but they're responding intellectually and Venus is responding, more emotionally or with more love. Like, for example, the Venus person could be writing like these long, elaborate love letters or creating like, art that shows how much they love the Mercury, and then the Mercury's just going to respond with like their intellect and like and you could have other aspects going on that are going to change that dynamic a bit, but that's one dynamic that we can see where the Mercury person finds the Venus person to be, yeah, very fun, very emotional, and that might not be where the Mercury person is coming from. But usually they're both going to really enjoy each other and enjoy communicating. There's almost like a brotherly or like sibling kind of banter that can happen. Like I said, there's a lot of talking, there's a lot of emotional display, usually coming from Venus, and they can really enjoy each other a lot. Now, over time, what they might find is that the Venus person actually does have different values than the Mercury person, but with the opposition aspect, there's actually a lot of compatibility. It's more of a growth aspect. So the Venus person may open the Mercury person's mind to, new things, and the Mercury person may open the Venus person's mind to, new forms of art or pleasure, and they can both like open each other up to a lot. So it's kind of more common where, we get in a relationship with someone or in a friendship with someone where we have different values, we have different tastes, kind of, but it's also can be harmonious. So it depends what sign the opposition is taking place in, because some of the more stubborn signs don't like their world to be opened up, but some signs are going to really like this, where it's like they show us a different version of the world, and throughout our learning, throughout our like different tastes that we end up finding out about each other, yeah, we can end up, the Mercury person's mind is open, the Venus person's heart is open to, different ways of doing things. And so there can be a lot of attraction because of that opposition polarity. Now, the negative tendency of this aspect is that because Mercury and Venus is more concerned with pleasure, Mercury's more concerned with the intellect. If things are bothering them, they might not have the tendency to say. And I've actually seen this aspect show up where, we're having a relationship, we're having all this fun, all this great communication, but things are going on under the surface where they're not being shared, they're not being vocalized. They don't want to talk about the bad stuff, they don't want to talk about the stuff that's hurting them. And then, if there's other hard aspects in the Synastry, then the one person will just like leave rather than saying something. So with Venus Mercury aspects in general, you want to just be really honest and tell the person how you're really feeling. Like Mercury needs to not be so scared of hurting Venus, and Venus needs to realize Mercury's coming from a more intellectual place. So sometimes they might seem like less emotional or more cold, and then yeah, this one can be really good. It's exciting. It is, especially for Venus, like they feel like the Mercury person is just like this interesting, like almost like someone they've never met before. They just have these different ideas. They're intelligent and they love that about them. It really is attractive. They can be really attracted to their mind. And the Mercury person loves talking to the Venus person. They're just a delightful buddy. And yeah, they love to talk about almost anything, but they can especially enjoy talking about like the pleasurable things, right? Art, music, love, romance, even financial things can come up to talk about. So it is a pretty fun aspect, a pretty enlivening aspect. It's energetic communication. Like I said, they might have a tendency to push things under the rug and not talk about the harder things, which my advice is like make sure you're talking about those things too when you have this opposition, and then there's no surprises. But overall, it is a pretty good vibes aspect. It's a heart opening aspect. It's a throat chakra opening aspect to have. And although we are different, we complement each other. We're complementary. There's a lot of attraction, a lot of emotional connection, and a lot of communication with this aspect. And it can be one where when you're talking with them or you're texting with them, or if it's a friendship, you just feel your heart expand and you're just like, oh, I enjoy them. It's activating. It activates a feeling of love and pleasure, and also growth and learning. If you do end up having a long-term relationship or friendship, you will be expanded and open up to some new ways of doing things as far as your pleasure goes or your love life goes. You are kind of opposites in a way. So this is an aspect of opposites attracting. So yeah, I'd love to know your experience of this aspect. If you've had it in Synastry, let me know. I do think there's certain signs that like this opposition better than other signs. So let me know in the comments what sign this opposition was taking place in. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know. And thanks so much, you guys, for watching. Talk soon. Bye.